Some people say life's biggest mystery is love. Some say it's death. Some say it's the irony of life. Some say it's God. Some say it's religion. Some say countless other esoteric things that I can't even remember naming. But my belief on what is actually mystery in life is life itself. Because how are you alive? Only to die and go to some vast unknown. And when you try to find an answer to this question, there's always an answer, and every answer is always correct and every answer is always wrong. And to me, that's what I see as the biggest mystery of humankind. Because what else is more confusing? What else is more, should I say, esoteric? What else is more? It's more daunting to try to put together than the mystery of life itself. How can you explain how you were here on earth? How can you explain your reason for being alive? I read in a book some other time, and I think this author it was an unknown author. I couldn't remember the name of the book, but I know it was the author chose to remain anonymous. But he said something about the strategy, and he said, reality is a grand illusion that serves a higher purpose. And I think I kind of like click with that. Because at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself questions like, why did God create us only to die and possibly get to go to hellfire? Because sincerely, I'm not saying I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I don't try my best to actually become a better version of myself every day. I actually do all these things, but the chances of me going to hell is pretty high. It's kind of like equal with the chances of me going to heaven. Not that I'm not righteous, I'm actually righteous. But at the end of the day, I'm human. And I will fall short. So I kind of like question myself. If God was God, and God, please do forgive me, this is just for the sake of explanation. If God was God, why would He allow us to come to earth and probably suffer and probably die and then go to hell? If the Bible had claimed that, okay, we're gods, we're the apple of God's eye, we are truly the ones that God wants, why wouldn't He have created heaven and just put us in there? Why? So possibly all of this has answers to them. There can't just be no answers to them. But the truth is that there are some things that we humans don't have answer. And even if there is an answer, it's an answer that will be beyond our own comprehension. Because you possibly can't judge God based on logic. Because God is not logical, He's very, very illogical. So to try to base God or try to base the doings or happenings of the universe based off of only human understanding is kind of like a mundane and a very narrow way to judge reality. It's a very, 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 very asinine way of judging your existence, because truly it is beyond that. It is beyond that. So I say to you today, reality is a grand illusion that serves a higher purpose. And if sincerely you come to earth, most people, they unconsciously know these ideas. For everybody, I believe everybody understands that reality is a grand illusion. But there are two kinds of people who understand this. There's the people who consciously understand it and the people who unconsciously understand this. Well, my advice for you today is to be amongst the people who consciously understand this. Because if you consciously understand this, you're going to understand that reality is a grand illusion, and whatever you're going to do is going to align with the understanding. In the sense that you understand that, okay, this is all an illusion. This isn't real. I could possibly achieve anything I want to achieve if I set out to achieve them. So that's my talk for you today. Reality is a grand illusion. It serves a higher purpose. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. I'm not trying to motivate you here. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I find it hard to believe myself. But it is the truth. Not because I don't believe it, but because it is the truth. There's some things that humans just can't change. So please and please, get this into your head. Get this into your thick skull. Reality is a grand illusion. It serves a higher purpose. Cheers, mate. I'll talk to you later.